Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bad Guitarist podcast. My name is Andrew,
And my name is Scott.
and this is episode 49.
Damn,
One more
we're
to go, and
almost
we'll
to
have 50.
50.
Yeah.
So
And
close.
we talked about this earlier today.
What?
We haven't done this in a while on the show, but I think we got a little comfortable just doing it every week. That we haven't actually done like a proper introduction at the beginning of the episode for people that might be their first time
True.
here, or just kind of like a continuous thing that we should probably have like at the beginning of each episode. We used to do it at first for the first, I don't know, probably dozen or so episodes.
And then we got comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if this is your first time here on either the video format on YouTube or one of the audio formats across, various streaming platforms, this is the Bad Guitarist podcast, and we do a weekly show where we go through and we highlight a bunch of different gear news, new guitars, pedals, amps, different things going on in the musical instrument industry.
Okay.
And, some music stuff, maybe with some artists here and there. But, like, primarily it's about the gear, things that we've noticed in, trends in the music, kind of industry. We've done anything from tariffs and how those have affected companies. The state of the used market, which we can talk about a little bit today, because there's some things that have been going on that I've noticed. That's always like a fluctuating thing. And we like to highlight both small and large builders of boutique equipment, or like the large scale manufacturers like Boss, Electro Harmonics. We try to cover everybody. So I guess we should just jump right on in.
Okay.
A friend of the show, Fuzz Imp, has a new pedal out.
That one looks really cool, though.
I think this is his best artwork yet.
That one looks really, really cool.
So this is Furia. It's $169.99.
Okay.
The first batch is limited to just 20 units, but I feel like this is going to be a big seller for him. This is his take on an HM2, a Boss HM2, which is synonymous with like the Swedish metal scene back in the 90s. This is, 80s and 90s. This is his take on it, and this is also a collaboration with a band from the Pacific Northwest called Cue the Sun.
Huh. Okay.
So this is, let's read the little description here. An artist series pedal with Portland, Oregon-based Cue the Sun. Bassist Wyatt and guitarist Ben have been using some custom HM-based units developed as a side project. Art for the graphics was actually designed by the drummer of the band, Jack. So that's pretty cool. This culmination of that collaboration, this pedal has typical gain and volume, as well as EQ controls, as well as a clean blend in the center to mix your dirty signal with other sources. What sets this particular unit apart from loads of other similar voiced units are the two mode toggles. You can still get your classic chainsaw, but the gate on the left side and the voice on the right, those toggles allow entirely new textures. You can power this with 9 to 18 volts, and unlike most of the lineup of Fuzz Imp pedals that are just straight up 9 volt, so pretty cool. You get some extra headroom if you run at 18 volts. Yeah, I really like the artwork on this thing.
I know.
It's very like
it looks
doomy.
really cool.
Yeah.
I like that the skulls are like spiders.
Yeah.
You see at the bottom? It's really cool. Yeah. They are totally like spiders.
Let me see if I can zoom.
Don't you see that?
Oh yeah, the skulls are spiders.
Yeah.
You have like the people in like the monk robes. You got the women on the thrones at the top here. Pretty cool. I think this is a really cool pedal. And everything I've heard of it so far, all the different clips I've heard, from both Fuzz Imp and from other people that have posted about it. Okay. It sounds really good. It's super heavy. It does do like the chainsaw distortion kind of thing.
Okay.
But it's a lot more versatile than that. And for $170, like, I don't think you can find a better unit to do the HM2 thing. Yeah, and it's got the classic, the Fuzz Imp knobs that he usually uses. You could tell this is a Fuzz Imp pedal by looking at it.
Yeah.
So it's cool. We'll see if he,
it's
eventually
not that
does.
Expensive though.
No.
So that's good.
Let's see if he eventually does like different colorways or something. It'd be pretty cool. Or if he wants to do a version that has like the actual like HM2, like the orange knobs and stuff, like that'd be kind of cool to see. But yeah, it's always cool. I think this is his first release in a while. His last one was the Amity, which we covered that a few months back. But it just went into production a couple months ago. He started with the Amity like last year. So it's really cool to see this one come out. And like I said, it's limited to 20 units for the first release. Looks like it might be in stock. Let's check. It doesn't say that it's not in stock when I try to check out. So
okay, it's $170. That's not that expensive.
Yeah, so that's a really cool one. Yeah.
No, you. I'm just saying, people out there, go ahead and buy it. It's not that expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do you have?
Behringer's back for, I don't know, the third week in a row. They're doing, it looks like at this point, they're doing all the Moogerfooger Moog pedals. This one's a ring modulator this time. What have they done so far? The envelope filter, the phaser. Now we're on the BM12 ring modulator.
I don't like the weight logs.
You don't?
I don't.
What about the other ones that we've checked out from the same series? You didn't like those either?
I don't like the switch.
You don't like the rocker switch thing?
Yeah, I don't like it. It looks like a light switch.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, it's supposed to look like a Moog synthesizer.
I know. I don't know. That particular part bothers me a lot.
My problem with this, and my problem with the original like Moog version and stuff, and Warm Audio has a clone of this as well. Other companies have clones of the Moog ring modulator. Who needs this?
I don't know. What's that for?
It's just a fast LFO modulation. The closest I think you would understand about like a ring modulator is like the guitar solo on the song Paranoid by Black Sabbath.
Okay.
That uses like a ring modulator type effect. But here you go. Behringer's BM12 summons the character of a beloved 2000s era ring modulation effect, complete with every dial switch and control to conjure epic modulative creations. From spatial metallic tones to exclusive tremolo effects and beyond. Tapping into the mixed frequency amount and rate controls of the BM12's front panel reveals in-depth sound shaping possibilities, bolstered by recognizable high and low modulator operation modes and LFO waveform selection. Has a dedicated drive knob for dialing in your ideal amount of saturation, and you're on the road to crafting the perfect ring mod tone. Now the thing is, they say it right here in the description, essentially. I mean, you could take any tremolo pedal, turn the rate and depth all the way up, and you've got a ring modulator. I feel like this is too much going on for like one of the most useless guitar effects out there. This one is $129, which I believe is the same price as the other ones in the series, right? And as always with Behringer, you can buy it now, but you're not going to get it until you can pre-order it now. You're not going to get it until like December.
In a few months, it says there.
Yeah. It's currently July. You're probably not going to get this thing till at least December, maybe January.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. So I don't think we need to go into all the specs on this one. I don't know. You got 5 knobs, 2 switches. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not excited about this one at all. If they do a delay in this series, that'd be kind of cool. But I don't know.
I don't know. I don't like the design. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Let's see about releases. We don't have a whole lot of other releases. You want to jump into our first topic here?
Okay.
Well, it is the week of, well, it's currently, right now as us recording this, it is July 26th, 2025. Okay. And there have been a lot of musicians that died this past week.
Oh my gosh. We're going to get back to you with it.
We're just going to go over some of these and talk about them a little bit. So we're going to go in chronological order, and I'm sure we're probably missing some, but these are the ones that made the headlines.
Okay.
One that probably will surprise people the most. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, the actor. He was also a bass player.
Was he?
He rose to fame on The Cosby Show. He played Theo Huxtable. He'd been on a bunch of different shows over the years. We've been watching Dexter from the beginning.
Well, yeah.
And he was actually in an episode or 2 of season 1. He played a divorce lawyer. He's done a ton of different stuff over the years, but he was actually a really great bass player.
Just 54, though.
He was 54. He accidental drowning in Costa Rica.
Damn.
Yeah. I guess him and another guy got washed away
by sucks.
Some tides. So that was the first one. That was on July 20th.
Okay.
July 22nd, we had 3 deaths.
Jesus
all in the same day. So obviously the first one, Ozzy Osbourne, which that, affected a lot of people.
Including you.
Yeah, I had a moment.
He had a moment. He did.
Yeah, no, I was trying to talk to you about me and my dad, that's how he got me into music when I was a kid, and like showed me what he was into when he was younger, and you know. So we'll talk about that for just a second.
Oh my god!
Because I think this is a funny. This is a funny for people to understand. Like my musical journey in my childhood was like radio pop hits or like Radio Disney or something. You know, I'm a little kid. The first album that I ever owned, I think I was 4 years old, maybe 5. God, I don't remember how old I would have been. Anyway, it was when Will Smith came out with the album Big Willie Style.
Okay.
So they had like hits like Miami and Getting Jiggy with It.
Yeah, I know those.
Yeah, and you know, what else was on that album? His cover of Just the Two of Us was on that one.
Okay.
Other songs. The one from Men in Black, I believe, was on that album as well. So that was what I knew as far as music was Will Smith, pop, radio, Disney type stuff.
Okay.
And then when I was about 7, I want to say I was 7 or 8, maybe even a little younger. I had a Best Buy gift card, and my dad and I went to Best Buy, and he showed me. Well, I had already known who Ozzy Osbourne was, but I didn't really know who he was musically.
Okay.
Because he was just such a big public figure. And so my dad was like, "Oh yeah, you should get this one," and like he helped me pick out an album, and it was No Rest for the Wicked. And I remember him being like, "Oh yeah, this is the first one with like Zakk Wylde on guitar. You're gonna love this." And then my dad the same day bought the album Paranoid by Black Sabbath. So I don't know, that changed a lot of stuff for me. I was like, "Holy shit, what is this?" Like, and the Paranoid CD didn't have liner notes. So I had to like every night, like I said, I'm like 7 years old. In my room playing the CD, and every 2 seconds I'm pausing it to write down like what word did he say? Like, and it, you know, his voice on those Sabbath records, it could be very easy to misunderstand the words. So I had to go back like 20 times on each song and pause and write it down, cross it out and write. I think he said this instead. Because back then, my family, we didn't have internet or anything. You know, this is late 90s, early 2000s. So, yeah. So that was me for Ozzy. That was my Ozzy story.
I saw that Ozzy died.
Yeah.
And I sent you an Instagram message.
Yeah.
And
I had already seen it from my mom, though. She messaged me first. Or you guys both messaged me, but I was asleep at the time.
Yes.
I was taking a nap.
And you're like, my mom told me that Ozzy died. And I'm like, I told you that too. You hadn't even looked at your phone. And the next thing you know, he's behind me. And I hear the...
No, I wasn't. I was like, it's so sad. I mean, I don't know.
Are you crying?
I think he impacted people because he was such a big... You know, he's larger than life. You know, the biting the head off the bat, snorting ants, peeing on the Alamo.
Okay, I know a lot of people is gonna crucify me for this.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's your grandpa dying.
I know. I'm still not over that one either.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what's funny?
Are you getting sentimental about him again?
No. About Ozzy?
Yes.
No.
Is this another moment?
No. Anyway,
okay.
So it was July 22nd, right? So Ozzy dies.
Okay.
And then, like an hour later, after I wake up from this nap, the first thing I see is messages from you and my mom that Ozzy's dead. I get a message from my mom. Chuck Mangione died. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't know, for some reason.
I'm laughing because Chuck died. It's because he liked Chuck Mangione.
No, I feel like this one hit me even harder because.
Yep.
Not even because of his music, but as a lifelong fan of the show King of the Hill.
Well, yeah.
And he was a recurring character on the show.
Yeah.
It was a recurring joke, too, that like he'd play his French horn on the show, and every song would come out would be Feel So Good.
Yeah.
You know, sounds sad. But he was 84 years old.
I mean,
I think Ozzy was only like, what, 72 or something? 76?
But you pay tribute to Chuck, too.
Yeah. So... You know, we put the Chuck album on the record player. After that, we have 2 Chuck Mangione albums on vinyl. Those came from my grandpa's collection.
Huh.
Yeah. Which I was surprised he had those.
For you.
Now, another one from July 22nd. Yeah. This one kind of flew under the radar a little bit. which actually I did not intend that pun right now, but the band that played the song Radar Love, Golden Earring, their guitarist, George Kooymans, I don't know if I'm saying that right, he passed away at the age of 77 on July 22nd as well. So 3 people died on the 22nd. So he's most known for, like the song Twilight Zone is probably like their biggest hit. I don't know if he was on the album for Radar Love, but he definitely was in the band by the time they released Twilight Zone. Which those are really like their 2 biggest hits. Yeah, he was the guitarist for Golden Earring. He was a Dutch guitarist and vocalist. So yeah, I don't know much about his history within the band or how often they changed members. He might have been a founding member. Yeah, that was another one. And then we have to include this next one because he technically had music albums.
Who?
Hulk Hogan.
He had music albums?
They're not good. They're as good as you think they would probably be. Yeah.
What kind of music is in?
I will show you some of his album covers, and you could make the assumption for yourself.
Okay.
It's terrible. But he died on Thursday, July 24th. Now, this one I don't care about. I understand the cultural impact. He was a big cultural icon throughout the 80s. Okay. He had his reality show in the 2000s. Because he had that beer company that he started last year, right?
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
Real American Beer. I think that's one of his albums. It's called Real American, or one of his songs or something. Just look at his album covers.
I have no idea what kind of music will that be.
It's like,
is that rock? It's a country. What is it?
It's like rock, but it's like as if professional wrestlers put out diss albums. They're just not good.
It's like, God, what is his name? What is his name?
Who are you thinking of? But say something.
Jesus Christ, I just don't remember his name.
But what did he do? Who are we talking about? Like, describe whoever you're thinking of. And I can try to help you.
Oh, it's your dad used to like him. He was wasn't he a rapper? And then
you're
he was
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Is that like that kind of music?
No, because technically Kid Rock makes actual music.
No, but I'm just saying,
not music that I'm a fan of, but he actually not style wise at all. No, no. We'll listen to it. We can't play it here on the show.
No.
We cannot play it here on the show.
You're gonna make me listen to that.
The estate of Hulk Hogan might sue us for copyright reasons, and that's been a big thing on YouTube right now. Of YouTubers getting hit. I'm not
gonna listen
copyright
to his
claims.
Music.
So we're not gonna play his stuff here on the show, but I'll show you a clip later because he does have a rap song. He has at least one rap song, I know for sure. But I'm not gonna put that here. I'm not gonna make our listeners and viewers listen to that.
Okay.
But I'm only including him on the list because he technically has music out there in the world.
Okay. You're gonna make me listen to it?
Maybe.
Okay.
So those are the big news for that. So we covered all those.
At least for that.
You want to jump into another topic, or do you want some more releases?
Well, going to releases. What else do we have?
All right. Fish Circuits put out the Echo Limiter.
Okay.
Currently out of stock. Ooh, wait time is approximately 3 to 4 weeks when buying directly from them. Dealers might still have units.
Oh,
this is $349 US. And it looks pretty cool.
What is that though?
The Fish Circuits Echo Limiter. And I'm saying it limiter because that's the way it's spelled here. I know it's probably just pronounced limiter, but is a hybrid analog digital delay with up to 1750 milliseconds of delay time, and a limiter circuit on one of the 2 switchable feedback settings. The delay range of the MN3005 analog delay chip has been stretched as far as possible, just before becoming unstable, allowing for lo-fi degraded repeats on longer delay times. As for the sake of versatility, the said range can be extended in the case that higher-fi repeats are preferred. Not hi-fi, mind you, more like a cross between a tape echo and an analog delay with a low battery radio. The limiter function is probably the most uncommon element of this pedal, We probably should have started with that. It's in the name after all. The limiter dynamically reduces the feedback on the delay and can be triggered by the wet or dry signal or both. This allows you to have infinite repeats that can self-regulate, not to overpower your dry sound, and or infinite repeats that reset with every pick note or chord, and or simply 2 different loudness for said repeats. That, and users without a doubt find many other ways to creatively use this feature. Let's see if we get some better photos. Okay, cool. So the controls look a little confusing to me. There's swell A, swell B, the limit knob. There's an echo knob, which is probably the amount of repeats.
Okay.
There's a blend knob. And then you have these 3 toggle switches. One says trigger, wet and dry. One is REL, I don't know what that, rel. Slow and fast. And ring, low and high. So let's learn about those real quick.
Okay.
Oh, that looks cool. Oh. There's not a, is there? Okay, controls. So swell A and swell B are the 2 switchable feedback controls for both ranging from a single repeat to an infinite distorted mess. Switch between the 2 controls with the left foot switch aptly labeled swell, and a corresponding indicator will light up. The green indicator means swell A is active, and red means swell B is activated. Only swell B is affected by the limiter, and when activated, its indicator will turn red-greenish as a limiter gets triggered. Use the visual cue to adjust the limit and trigger and rel to your liking.
Okay.
Limit is simultaneously the sensitivity of what triggers the limiter, and aggressively the limiter itself. So from left to right, less sensitive, and aggressive, more to the right. The trig lets you set which triggers the limiter. Wet means that the limiter is only triggered by the delay repeats, while dry means that it is only triggered by your dry signal. And then the rel, this is what I don't understand. Oh, it means release, which simply controls how quickly the limiter stops limiting. Slow means slow, fast means fast. And then the white dot in the center is the midpoint between the 2.
Okay.
Echo, delay time from short to long. RNG is basically it kicks in or out the PT2399 delay chip. On low, it means low range. The delay times are controlled by the echo pot will have a range from pretty damn quick to about 650 milliseconds. This allows you to have that lo-fi repeats earlier, would have tighter control in the shorter delay times, or both. On high, which is high range, gives you maximum delay and extends the delay by roughly 1100 milliseconds. So it gives you a maximum of up to 1750, which is just way huge. That's a lot of delay time. This allows for cleaner repeats on a wide range of delay times while still having a lo-fi element towards the rightmost part of the spectrum. And then blend, it serves to control how much the delayed repeats are mixed in with the clean signal. Well, that's your mix control essentially.
Okay.
Let's go back real quick. What was the price on this?
$349.
$349 US. Cool. Shipping calculated at checkout. It looks like there are some demos out there. You got Collector Emitter has one. Ambient Trash has a demo. Emily Hopkins has one. Cool.
Okay.
So go check out fishcircuits.com. That might have been most of our releases, if not all of them, for the week. I think there is a new PRS guitar that came out.
Okay.
You could try to hunt that down.
But what is that you have right there? All those amps.
Okay, yeah, so I was going to touch on this a little bit.
What is it?
So the used market is pretty crazy. I mean, it always is crazy, but right now, it seems like it's definitely a buyer's market. Has been for a little while, but I guess I don't really care much about that until like I'm trying to sell something. And then
you hadn't have good luck with that guitar, huh?
So I've been, it's hit or miss. I have, and we talked about this in the show a while back. I traded a Telecaster for a Taylor guitar because I really just could not get along with that Telecaster.
Okay.
And the buying offers I was getting for very low. So somebody offered me a Taylor in trade, and the Taylor was worth more than the Telecaster. So I said, you know what? I'm not